Hello and welcome to the September Smart Trading Monthly newsletter. The Aussie market is still continuing to consolidate in its trading range, and I'm going to be giving you an update on the trades I shared with you in my last newsletter video so you can see what I've been up to in the market and how those trades have progressed. Before I get started, I just need to remind you that I'm not licensed to provide any personal investment advice. This video and all the charts and trades I share are for illustrative purposes only, and I'm just showing you how I view the current market and sharing this with you. So let's head on over to Metastock and see what's been happening in the market. So on the screen here is the XJO, and as I mentioned, it's still been consolidating. So it's now consolidating in a downward trend line here and a horizontal trend line on the bottom. But the good news is it's holding its long-term uptrend line. And if we have a look at the weekly chart, it's still healthy in that regard, where it still has been rising overall and it's just having a pause at the present time. Now, if it breaks downwards and breaks below this uptrend line and this support area, then it's going to be an unhealthy sign for the market. But if it does manage to push higher, then it will be a healthy sign. And for it to remain healthy, we want it to stay trading above this uptrend line. So at the moment, it's just having that consolidation pattern, which has been going on since mid-May. But in between, there's been some very nice trades out there. And there has been some strong moves, and we've just been through reporting season in the market as well. Let's go over to the S&P 500, the US top 500 shares. It's just broken to new highs again. So this was the highest point it had been, and yesterday it broke out again. So when I say yesterday, this was based on the 12th of September. I'm recording this based on the market action on the 13th of September. So I don't have the US market for the next day as yet in the chart. If we go to the weekly chart, you can see how healthy it's been. So it has had a pause in there, and it's paused probably around the May mark where it got some support around here, but did make some highs and then started to look like it might be becoming unhealthy because it broke this shorter term uptrend line, but it never broke through this support area, and it's now pushed higher. So, you know, this is what I call a short term uptrend line. It's not a long-term uptrend line like this one would be that's been going on for many years. And there's lots of touches that have gone back to 2009, where this one was shorter term, which you could see better on the daily chart. And it was just the uptrend line speeding up for a short space of time. So as I mentioned, the US market has broken new highs and it's looking nice and healthy. Hopefully the Aussie market will follow on from this, but that doesn't always happen because we are a very resource country. So a lot of our stock market is made up of resource stocks. So we are affected by what happens with gold, silver, oil, and the underlying commodities. So let me give you an update on a couple of my trades. For those that know me, I predominantly trade the markets with two trading systems. I have my long-term weekly trading system that trades shares only, and it aims to hold trades anywhere from a few months to a few years. As long as that share is healthy, I want to stay with it. Then I have my medium-term daily system, and that trades both long and short in direction, and it's mostly focused on CFDs. And its average hold time is about 25 to 30 days. So it can hold trades from a few days up to a few weeks and occasionally into a couple of months. Now, I teach all my trading systems and strategies in my Ultimate Smart Trading Mentor course. This is where I provide the codes to my trading systems. I give you my trading plan. I share my trading routine. I basically show you what I do every day in the market. So it's all about getting inside my head and learning how I trade. Now, last newsletter video, I shared a couple of trades from both these systems. So let me give you an update on them now. So on the screen here is a weekly chart that I shared with you. I'd entered into this back on the 23rd of March when it moved to new highs and broke into blue sky territory. Then it continued to move higher. It met my trading plan rules to buy more, so I bought some more. It's since continued to move higher, and since my last update to you, I have bought more again. I was looking for it to get above $5 and stay above $5, and that was my signal to Pyramid. So I've actually built a position into this trade over a period of time, and now I will leave all those trades open to run, and I've got my trailing stop loss in play. So as the share continues higher, that stop loss will also move upwards. And I do all my trading on weekly charts for my long-term system, and I have my trailing stop loss on the weekly chart. So that's an update on that trade. Another trade I shared with you in the weekly system was this one here. I had bought into it back on the 21st of December. I had pyramided into it on the 27th of April, and I was looking at buying into it again if, like the other share, it got above $5 and stayed above $5, because it had tried several times to get above $5 but struggled to stay above, and this time it is staying above, and it's moved quite strongly, so I bought into it. So I built another position into this trade, my initial position, and then pyramiding into it, and that's all based on my trading plan rules. Now it's just a matter of sticking with this trade, having my trailing stop loss in play, and seeing what happens. I've also received some dividends on this trade as well, and it's just paid another dividend. So this particular share is a share that does pay a dividend, where the other share that I just shared with you doesn't pay dividends. So a dividend isn't a reason for me to buy into a share. I'm buying in because I'm getting a signal in the chart that meets my trading rules, and then following it. If it pays a dividend, then that's just a bonus. So I'll keep you updated on how those weekly trades perform in my upcoming newsletters. Now, last newsletter I shared two daily system trades, a short trade and a long trade. And this is a short trade I had open on JHX, James Hardie. I bought into this when it broke down through support and through $18 with very strong volume. Now, it moved lower, moved up, and moved lower, but it just zigzagged around, and it met my time stop rules. So I held this trade for 28 days, and my stop loss had not moved any closer. So it met my rules to take time stop action, and I sold out of this on the 5th of September. So it was only a very small win on this trade. And I'm going to have some shares where I make some small losses and I make some small profits, and I'll break even on those ones. And my goal is to get onto a few big winning trades, and that's what bumps up my portfolio. And talking about winning trades, the next trade I shared with you is still open and running. This one I entered into, as you know, on the 17th of July. It has continued to move higher, pausing along the way, and then moving higher again. And it has moved higher and got up near 20 cents right now. So I might be in a position soon where this has doubled in price from my entry. Of course, I've got no clue what's going to happen. I've got my stop loss in play, and as you can see, it's moved through some significant resistance areas. So this resistance area of the past, it hadn't broken through for some time, and this time it pushed through. Then it created another resistance, and now it's managed to push through. So it would be great to see this one keep on going and be one of my big winners in my portfolio for this coming financial year. But as you know, the market can do anything. But I've got that stop loss locked in, so no matter what, if I get stopped out, I'm still in a position where I will be taking a profit on this trade. So that's an update on the trades that I shared previously and where they're currently at. I have more trades open, and I have shared all my trades with my mastermind members, so they know what I'm currently trading in the market. So if you want to become a mastermind member, then you have to join my Ultimate Smart Trading Mentor course. Every mentor client gets a year's membership to my mastermind program, and that's the program where I continue to support my clients throughout the year with a series of webinars, a discussion forum, and detailed half-an-hour videos each month. So to finish up, I just want to remind you about my book Smart Trading Plans. If you don't have a trading plan, I can't stress enough how important that is. And this book is a step-by-step guide to developing a trading plan. It's available from my website in hard copy and I'll post it out to you, or you can get it electronically in Kindle version from Amazon. So if you haven't been to my website before, go and check it out and make sure you download my free special report and get my top 10 mistakes that new traders make, and you'll also go into my database and I will notify you when I do a new monthly newsletter. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. My contact details are in the Contact Us area of my website. Goodbye for now.